We're off. The upper bracket semifinals are underway here. Castro, always the lead-off attacker here for Class Champs. He's going to be running, by the looks of it, a Skelly Donut into Lalo to start the play thing at the very top of the base here. Teslas are going to be found in the core of the base there, which means even if he takes out the buildings there, he's still going to have to path in that area. So it does not make so that he could avoid pulling traps or having to deal with the traps later on that could be hiding in there. But he does get his two primary targets down, and looks like he's going to pick up at least one of those extra Teslas. Maybe both. No, not quite. Not quite, but he does get his initial value, and he is set up here.
Yeah, but taking out that clan castle is huge because you don't have to worry about slowing down your army, and he also doesn't have a poison spell to help deal with this in the attack, as he has 30 balloons sending that Royal Champion in towards the Monolith as the Queen is down, slowly going to path their way into the Town Hall to help try to take that down.
All right, well, he needs to get the Town Hall down there. The World Champion trying to cut off the pathing for the Queen on the left there, make sure she's not going to be under threat. The King going to work on that right side, kind of teaming up with that Flame Flinger as he goes in and gets the Queen to redirect to go towards that Town Hall. But the Queen still has her ability, nicely calculated right here. The King goes to Phoenix, and the Flame Flinger even opens up the walls a little bit there to get the King a little bit further. The Queen is able to get the job done there, secures the Town Hall takedown, and everything so far here, Carp, is going exactly to plan.
Yeah, looking fantastic so far. He's going to hit this 1 billion, protect the Hound, the Balloons, the Headhunter as well, as he's pathing his way into the backside Moldy, but the Eagle Artillery is waiting all the way over there, but he has one more haste. The Balloons are flying around. The Yeti up top from that Flame Flinger is continuing, but you can start to hear the crowd cheering as they know this is going to be a 3-star for Castro and Clash Champs.
This is completely dismantled here. He completely picked this base apart. That was flawless execution right there, every step of the way. And that's going to give his team a chance to be able to start off this war with the lead if they can pick up the defense. So a very, very strong start from a very strong team. And that's how you want to kick this off.
What an attack. Way to go here for Castro. He got a 3-star yesterday with a Lalo tech. He delivers again with another 3-star. Back-to-back triples for him, delivering under the pressure. My goodness. Using the skeleton spells. Those Skelly Donuts are so difficult to pull off, but these pros make it look so easy. But if you really take a look at their hands. Next time you're seeing the player webcam, look at their hands. It is shaking for the attacks. There's so many players. And yet Castro, as he was getting the attack in, he was taking a drink of water. He was feeling good. They are feeling really good right here in the upper bracket.
Yeah, you can definitely tell which players are more comfortable on the stage there, and this team definitely has a lot of stage experience, probably just about as much as you can possibly get here in the entire stage of Clash of Clans esports, but they're doing really well right now, Carmen.
Yeah, they are indeed, but let's get ready for now Sup B.L.T.X attack.
Returning fire, and once again, Sneaky Goblins being used here for Sup B.L.T.X. But remember yesterday they were running a bunch of Super Goblin and Super Barbarian attacks here. This one is changing things up a little bit, as he does go for the Skelly Donut to start us off here, going after the Monolith and the Clan Castle. Just a simple approach here. We like to see that initial value there to set up for the Town Hall takedown, but if you remember, if you actually use skeletons to go destroy the Clan Castle, skeletons and bat spells cannot draw the Clan Castle troops out. So if you make them invisible and they destroy the building, once the building is destroyed, the troops can no longer deploy. So it's a very, very effective way to make sure those troops are not going to come out and distract and get maximum value to the hero. And that's exactly what he's going for here, Carmen.
Indeed, he's trying to turn around his previous attack from yesterday, which got a 99% 2-star. So let's see if he can deliver and get that triple here for Sup B.L.T.X, as this this queen is removing the defensive king, continuing this push into the multi with no more wall breaks. Is he going to go ahead and use the sneaky goblins to help try to remove the town hall with a haste to really shoot them in? It's looking like that's what he's trying to do here.
Yeah, you just need to get the queen to step up, not only after that multi-inferno, but also after the storage that was inside of the town hall compartment. So that was a very critical target. He does get the sneak goblins in, no haste necessary, and the invisibility will protect them while they take it down. Very, very good execution so far, but he's still got a lot of base left to go here.
Yeah, with this lava coming into the top side, get ready to see the Warden trying to protect a Lava Hound and Headhunters with the ability. There's the Headhunters, there's a Rage, and there is the Warden Eternal Tome protecting the Lava Hound, flying across as these balloons are going to path into the multi, but it is raged up. You need to try your best to help try to protect these balloons because a Rage of multi does so much damage, but a Stone Slammer has been deployed to the bottom side of the base.
Got the defensive heroes out of the way down there, so the Slammer has free reign over that area. But most importantly, it's getting the Rage Tower pre-triggered down there, so by the time everybody else gets there, then the Rage Tower hopefully will be faded. The Sweeper's going to be knocked back in the process, and he will be taking damage from that multi on his initial approach. He's not quite there yet. He's rather close here, but he lost his Royal Champion, and I don't think he can get through this multi-inferno. There's a lot of heat in that area, and he's not going to have enough to get through it.
Yeah, all the balloons are now down. Just the Warden left here with a few minions. The Headhunters up top are dying off as they find the Tornado Trap. And Leo of Clash Champs is looking to hold here in the 80s. And this can be considered almost a low percentage to these players. If they fail, they want to be high 90% because many wars can come down to just a few buildings.
Absolutely. Every single building makes a difference here. Don't take any single one of them for granted because you never know if it's going to come back to bite you later. But looks like the Warden finally going to go down here. Minions still chipping away down south here, but they're not going to have enough time to get anything else. So it's going to be closing out an 87%. 13 buildings at the start down, and it's still an okay position. They can definitely work with that, but it is advantage Clash Champs.
Clash Champs with a first 3-star. They're looking to add another. Unfortunately, he falls short here with the 2-star. He did get a 99% 2-star in his attack yesterday. Unfortunately, not able to deliver with the triple. But now Clash Champs are ready for their attack.
More comfortable to be sitting in the lead, but Panel will be trying to maintain that. We have, looks like lightning, skeletons, bats, and super dragons here. A little bit of a mix. He could definitely take out a couple of these air sweepers with that lightning. Looks like he'll tag them both out right there, 2 each, and not anything else there. Only the air sweepers. 4 spells just invested into taking those down with no extra collateral. But he'll throw down the 2 bat spells and take the air defenses here and start the dragons right in through the left side of the base. Get the Eagle Artillery down, get the air defense down, and then he will march forward into the multi-infernos. He should have the Warden ability to support there, but the Rage Towers are not going to get a ton of value. All those ground expos are not going to affect the dragons, and he's just keeping his heroes completely clear of that area.
The biggest thing you want to see is these super dragons removing the defensive plant castle, but there's a lot of archers coming out. Normally, if it's able to remove a CC that has a ice or the Lava Hound, Ice Golems, that's fantastic. But look at this blip. They get all the way to the Town Hall through red air buffs, and all these balloons take out the Town Hall, but don't grab the monolith, and the Builder Hut can slowly repair it. But these super dragons did a fantastic job clearing a large portion of this base.
And not 100% necessary that you get that monolith down with the blimp there, but he did take out a big chunk of the base. Biggest threats on the backside. Looking at hit the king over to the right side. Now we see Tesla's popping up that area, so he's going to need some reinforcement there. He's got a freeze, he's got a skeleton spell, and he also has a defensive hero at the very bottom of the base that he's going to have to end on. With World Champion going to cut across the middle here. She finds the Tornado Trap, but she goes directly to the monolith. Thinking should take the stun right there, and that's going to give her the protection, and it was not fully recovered there, so he's going to take it down before it even gets a single shot off. But the World Champion is going to be the first to arrive into the backside of the base, and so she could get picked off, and that means the rest of the heroes and the remaining Super Dragons are going to have to close it out here. But honestly, he's looking very, very good here, Carbon.
With 2 freezes and a skeleton spell to use to distract and help The Royal Champion moved into the defensive Queen compartment with that scatter shot there. The RC is low health, but the ability does go off. There's the skeleton spell being used, dropping a minion. Needs to freeze this ground expo so it stops hitting the Royal Champion. But Eric, he still has the Queen ability.
He's still sitting on the 2 Super Dragons as well. The Skeletons keep on tanking. Nice freeze right there. Catches the defensive Queen and the scatter shot all together. And there we go. Another triple on the board here as Clash Champs get 2 in a row.
Clash Champs looking strong here in the upper bracket, delivering 3 stars left and right. Unbelievable. Sup B.L.T.X is going to have to keep pace. This is exactly what happened to Tribe in their match against Clash Champs, where they failed back-to-back, and Sup B.L.T.X is not looking to do that. They have to get a 3-star because Clash Champs are looking so strong right now.
This team is built on momentum. When they start to get ahead there, they tend to be able to keep that lead there. When you see players like Castro open the war with the triple, it just sets the tone for the war here, and this team gets hyped up like crazy, and they perform under that pressure. And look at that freeze right there. That was absolutely brilliant right there to get him through that defensive Queen and the scatter shot and stop the expo fire onto his Queen. And that's how you get it done. That was very impressive.
Very impressive indeed, but it's time for Sup B.L.T.X to answer.
Manta in for Sup B.L.T.X. Opting for the Electro Dragons on this one. This can be set up at the very top of the base there. Low damage area. E-Drag working in that corner. E-Drag working in the right-hand corner. No heroes being used on the initial funnel there, but some decent chains here. Not picking up any major defenses, but just making sure these E-Drags stay directly centered on the base. He will be coming in behind the sweepers. Both of the sweepers are facing to the bottom of the base here, so he won't be receiving any knockback, but the range as he goes into the monolith, very, very important. The early ward ability, he can take the blast here. Just needs to protect his approach here, and he's doing pretty good here as he is going to get the tunnel down. And now the question is, can he get the Clan Castle down to the core of the base there, because I haven't seen much come out of there yet.
Yeah, as that tunnel explodes, the E-Dragons are trying to make their way right on past, and they take out that Clan Castle. So don't worry about any Lava Hound or Ice Golems coming out of here, as his heroes will then be used to loop around this base with the King and Queen to the bottom side. Still has a range, free skeleton, and a poison spell to utilize.
Got to get the E-Dragons to take the turn into the 2 Multi-Infernos and the Eagle Artillery, though. They do a good job of getting, or the heroes do a good job of redirecting those E-Drags in. The warning goes to Phoenix, and they'll get a couple more shots through there. 1 E-Drag still alive into that Eagle Artillery, but that Eagle Artillery looking to stay standing here unless the Phoenix can take it. He'll get 1 more chain of that, and he's just going to have to reach over the walls and take it in just one. But he can, and he can definitely keep the Queen safe here. There's not a lot of internal threats there until he gets to this Expo up ahead, but there's 2 ground Expos plus the Rage Tower, and this is where the damage picks up in the backside.
Yeah, as that Rage up scatter and Expo are going to be hitting his troops, finding giant bombs, small bombs as well, continuing into the defensive Royal Champion. Trying to use this, the poison spell now. Couple super barbs left. RC ability still intact. That Diggy can help stun these defenses. And we are going to see the first 3-star here for Sup B.L.T.X. getting it done. Still has that Royal Champion ability. A fantastic answer against Clash Champs.
Very, very nicely done. Controlled all the way through there. Good spell placement during the Electro Dragon phase attack there. He got his primary targets down, and he makes quick work of that base there, and they're not going to let themselves fall 2 stars behind under Clash Champs and face the same fate that Tribe Gaming did.
Exactly. You need to be at least 1 star behind. The moment you become 2 stars behind, your hope starts to really fade away. Because we've seen those teams, and once that happens, the other team just starts pulling away, and you just lose that war. You lose all that confidence. But Sup B.L.T.X, they know they're in it, but now, what can Clash Champs do after they get back-to-back triples? Let's see.
Pressure here for Leo to be able to maintain this already established lead. But Super B.L.T.X still hot on their tail. It's going to be Lightning, and he's got some Super Barbarians with Electro Titans. I'm always a big fan of using the Titans with the Super Barbarians. Just bringing a couple less Titans to be able to have the back end support there, or the extra funneling support here, whatever he chooses. But he does go ahead and use the Lightning in the very core of the base there to take that monolith down, and then he'll use the Warden Walk to be able to connect to the hole that is created by the Lightning. That sets our funnel, but we're trying to create some separation between the Town Hall and where the Electro Titans are going to be moving. And I am a little bit concerned there that he didn't get these Wizard Towers down. He opted for some of the other targets around the monolith, and so the Wizard Tower that is right above that Town Hall that the Battle Build is repairing could potentially be trouble for the pathing if it causes anybody to divert right there, but I think he's got it under control here.
Yeah, with that funnel being set, the Electro Titans are placed now up to the top side to move into this one wall piece. Oh, boy, he took down that building. Oh, and the Electro Titans are coming back to the Royal Champion there, I believe, as he's able to help take that out and move straight into the core of this base as he's continuing pulling out this clan castle, going to take out these archers, and then eventually lock onto this hound. But that flame flinger is going to have a long way to go before getting to that Town Hall. Yeah,
but the Town Hall is its target right there, and it has to reach it. Otherwise, he has to hold on the Royal Champion until he's 100% sure that that Flame Flinger takes it down. In the meantime, the Electro Titans quickly burn through that Lava Hound. They have access to walk out of the back of the base there and then walk back into the other scatter shot. We're just going to keep pacifying that Flame Flinger, make sure it's staying safe over there, make sure it's not getting intercepted by anything, and it looks like it's locked on the Town Hall now, which, by the way, was activated by the Earthquake that was paired with Lightning, so that's how we get the extra value, and that's how we set this attack up there, but he does lock onto it. It's still got plenty of HP. I'm not concerned about the Town Hall takedown right now.
Yeah, with the Royal Champion now moving in, that Queen is stuck on a wall, so she's going to continue to eventually be able to help grab that Town Hall with her ability if it doesn't go down in time with that Flame Flinger. But the Royal Champion is jumping over the wall, making it to the bottom side, multi-target Inferno. He's got one invis, one freeze, invests it for the Royal Champion as she finds a tornado trap, and the King just comes back alive.
Got some ground skellies popping on the Royal Champion. They can definitely cause some problems right now. But the Queen gets the assist, gets the Expo down, freezes the multi-inferno, and the skeletons there. Seems like he's got it mostly under control. Remember, he's still got whatever's inside of the Flame Flinger that is now deployed to the top of the base there, and he knows he's got it under control. Leo is going to keep Clash Champs perfect. They barely missed the perfect war in the last war against Tribe Gaming, but they're on track to get it in this one.
Clash Champs are just looking so strong, delivering 3 stars almost in every single one of their attacks. Well, at least in this match, indeed, Leo delivers again for Clash Champs. Really, it seems like no base can stand up against them.
Yeah, this team is absolutely on fire right now. They feel like one of the most unstoppable teams in Clash of Clans esports right now. And they're just about to be able to have a chance at the world title if they keep on moving the way they are. But you know, Leo, those Electro Titans almost walked on him right there, but that defensive Royal Champion ended up drawing them back into the base right there. And that could have been trouble, although he probably would have been able to handle a couple of them leaking out there. You definitely want the bulk of them going inside of the base. And he does keep it all under control right there, and he gets the path he's looking for.
Yeah.
But let's get into our next attack here. Let's see what we can see as a response from Super B.L.T.X.
And now Super B.L.T.X is looking to answer from what Clash Champs is doing of non-stop 3 stars. So we're going to see some Electro Titans coming in. Previous attack that we saw from him was a Sneaky Goblin Super Barb Follow, and he did not get a 3-star previous. He got an 85% 2-star. So looking to get a triple, but the Invis spell does go off, which is making this pathing a little bit awkward, but the Town Hall does come back up so the Queen can target it, and then you can use a recall spell to pull the Queen and Warden out of this compartment.
Not just getting them, but also being able to safely transfer the healers that are left behind. And then look at the Quake value in the core of the base. Right at the clan castle. He can open up every single compartment on this entire base with the quad Quake, but he had to delay it. He did not want to do it initially. He wanted to make so that the damage is sustained and the battle builders don't have time to recover before it goes in there. But he can't be doing too much at once, and so he had to get it right as they were making their approach. And now he's got the clan castle pulled. The entire base is opened up here, and these Titans have some absolutely fantastic pathing into the backside.
Yeah, look at the value into each one of these compartments, plus open walls to the left so that he can continue through the backside as the Royal Champion is down. This is looking fantastic, making his way into the Eagle Artillery. Needs the Queen to grab that while he freezes the top multi enemy Queen as Headhunters are coming in to try to help take down the enemy Queen.
Yeah, that Queen was a big threat there. I was very, very concerned at how he's going to handle that. Always dangerous to put your Royal Champion directly into a defensive hero like that, but he had it under control there. RC needs to survive a little bit longer. Here, get that multi down. Got it on the final strike right there, and that'll keep this attack alive and make so that the Queen does not have to go in that compartment. If she can just walk out the backside here, he's got a minute, and the damage is relatively thinned out, but there is going to be a pocket right up at the top of the base here where the Queen could potentially get overwhelmed, but she's sitting on a Queen ability right now, and so he can pull this through.
But the Queen is going to be entering a kind of unique compartment here. Well, where will she come to the bottom side, or is she going to go through a wall here?
Wall, definitely wall.
For the wall.
He will not circle around that. Yep, she's a popper ability to get the ball faster, and he will have 40 seconds to keep on moving here. I like this minion archer chipping away on the right side, and I think he's got the punch here, especially with the Warden giving the extra assistance and increasing how quickly this Queen reaches the defenses. But there we go, he gets it done. Bang! Puts up another one for Super B.L.T.X. and will keep them on pace with Class Champs.
With just enough time left in the attack, the Queen will circle back to go get that cannon, and it goes down. Super B.L.T.X. is trying their best to keep pace with Class Champs, who are 3-4-3. And you have to be putting up scores of 13, 14 stars, or even a perfect war, which what Tribe Gaming did earlier today.
Yeah, very, very impressive things right there, and I wonder if we could see another one in this war here, because Class Champs is on pace for it, but if they miss, if they slip up, then Super B.L.T.X. could definitely overtake them right now, so they cannot let their guard down here for a second. But very, very clutch moment right there with the Royal Champion, just getting that final strike on that multi-inferno. That was very, very important, because that was one of the only abilities the Queen would not have been able to reach inside of that compartment. And so let's get into the response here, and let's see if Class Champs can keep this moving.
It's time for Loop to bring his attack, looking to improve from yesterday. He did use a Bat Donalalo, getting a 96% 2-star. So switching from the air to the ground now. Let's see if he can deliver with the Twin Hogs. With that Queen charge, starting off with that Queen towards the Town Hall compartment. The Flame Flinger is working on its own to the left side to try to eventually make its way to the Monolith, which he can then use a Skeleton spell to try to distract it so that the Monolith doesn't lock onto the Flame Flinger.
A little bit concerned here about the Queen. Lots of incoming damage from the defensive Grand Horde, plus the King plus puts his air defense targeting the healers there, but he does end up popping his Queen ability a bit early, and while he has the rage active, sneaks in a couple of balloons to go in there and get him extra shots, and an extra hog there to go get the rest of the CC pull there. Also gets some strikes at the Tesla, takes the Tesla down, and he is off to a little bit of a rough start there, losing his Queen ability, but overall he's handled it quite well. And luckily, while that chaos was happening around the Queen, that Flame Flinger has stayed safe on the left side of the base there, not running into any resistance as it makes its way forward towards the Monolith. But remember, the Monolith, the Mortars, and Expos can all outrange that Flame Flinger, which is kind of swinging way north here.
Yeah.
Not sure what that thing's going to do over there, but in the meantime, the Queen has to get in and take the talent down, and then hopefully she gets the path into the single Inferno.
Yeah, with this Queen making her way to the right side, that Flame Flinger is taking forever. Doesn't look like it's going to get to the Monolith as it's taking out the cannon, finally eventually goes in as he drops a balloon leading in toward the tower. Monolith one-shots the Flame Flinger as all rocket balloons actually are coming out to help secure the Monolith.
Very nice setup there. Queen able to get the Town Hall locked down over there, and here comes the Hogs in from the very bottom. The Super Hogs in initially with the Ward of the World Champion, and then regular Hogs deployed on the flanks to go pick up all the defenses while the Super Hogs are providing the protection. But the Queen is kind of veering away from that single Inferno right now. Keep an eye on that single Inferno. Could definitely have a big impact here. The King is getting some distraction and trying to cut out the Queen's pathing, but the Hogs step to the core of the base. The World Champion at the top side is able to get past that defensive Queen up there, and with the King assisting, Skeleton's belt tanking, looks like he's got it under control, and Clash Champs are going for the perfect war. They got 4 on the board.
Loom delivers, turns his 2-star from yesterday into a 3-star. 4 for 4, and swagging an invis, swagging a freeze. Unbelievable. Clash Champs are looking so strong here in the 2023 Clash of Clans World Championship.
Brilliant stuff here, and kind of expected out of a team of this caliber. But now the question is, can Super B.L.T.X put another, I guess, 2 triples on the board here? Because at this point, they're going to have to play flawless, and they're still hunting for a defense here.
But the question is, the last attacker for Clash Champs is the attacker that was responsible for getting them here. He had to triple back-to-back wars in order to even have a chance of getting the golden ticket, who is Selenia. He can deliver when the pressure is most. So I am excited to see what he will bring in their final attack. But Super B.L.T.X are focused. They know they have to get 3 stars here, as it's now their turn for an attack.
If anybody can pull this back, a former world champion, the only one in this match, going for his 2nd title if he can make it there. But Wei pushing his way in with a Queen charge into Twin Hog attack.
Well, I will add on top of that, Eric, not only just a former world champion, but a former MVP of the world champion, the most valuable player when he won the world championship a few years ago. He's looking now to get that 3-star with the Twin Hogs, as that Queen's ability is forced.
Ooh, okay, he's got Castro. They're stalling him up here. Tess is popping up. He did get the freeze to lock down that moth. A little bit late on it. He was trying to delay it so he could actually get the freeze with the invisibility tower. That extra delay ends up costing him here. He's going to work along the outside of that Town Hall compartment. He could reach over the wall and get that invisibility tower down, but he's trying to cut off the Queen's path with a King deployed up ahead and try to push her back in on that left side here. We've got radar bombs going off the Queen's healers, and when I see 1 radar bomb, I expect more. There's 2. All right, keep an eye on those healers there. That could definitely be a problem, especially if he also takes damage from the Town Hall by wandering too close.
Ooh, those red air bombs hit the balloon to the top side, so his healers are so far okay as he continues to make his way around to that Town Hall. But the Flame Flinger now opens up with super minions as the King ability did go off. Drops another Coco Loon to try to move in to help try to pull any Sync Air Mines to really protect the healers. But the Queen, she's not making her way, uses an Invis, needs to get this Queen into the Town Hall, uses a freeze as the healers are getting hit by the Town Hall, and the Queen's going the wrong way!
He's gonna throw in the backup. He goes to the Hogs going through the Town Hall. He doesn't really have a choice here. The Queen's gonna keep on moving, but the healers did survive. They're working with the Hog. That does give him a little bit of a chance there as he gets the defensive. Castle down for champion. Gets to the core of the base here, gets into the multi-inferno, but she going to be forced through ability rather early here. And he's still sitting on a rage tower on the back side of the base there, where he would have preferred to start the Hogs. And this one going a bit rough here for this former MVP.
Yeah, with these Hogs making their way to the backside, a defensive rage, raging up, an Expo, 2 scatters, a multi-target Inferno with a King to the bottom side right here, and it's going to be a defense for Clash Champs. Up 2 stars with 1 final attack to do, and Clash Champs are looking great to try to advance to be 1 match away from getting to a grand finals if they were to win the next one.
This is crazy here, but that's that whole base, like the base building on that base there was brilliant. It was all baited. There was tons of traps right up there, and it was very hostile to a queen charge going to that area. So he walked right into it, and he ended up getting wrecked right there. So you see right here where the queen was wandering up there, he was stalled for a moment there on the defensive road champion and then the clan castle. So that invisibility that he used to try to get the redirect did not work. He quickly recognized that problem, and then you see the response there from Clash Champs as they know their defenses are holding strong here.
Yeah, unbelievable defenses from Clash Champs, but it's now time to see what Clash Champs can do with their final attack.
Victory is so much sweeter if you can go with a 15-star perfect war. And Seleno will be the man to make it happen. It's going to be a queen charge with Super Dragons, Super Barbarians, and Recall. Starting the queen of the very bottom base, are going up to the Eagle Artillery to start him off. And I guess probably want at least one of these air defenses here, but he needs to get her out of there before she takes too much damage. But it's a very, very low damage entry. He's got a couple of ground skellies popping off on him. But until this queen gets in danger, there's no point in drawing her out of there and then redeploying her to get the other side of the final set.
Yeah, with this queen making her way to the right side, can even grab an expo, but I would say you pull this queen back. Yes, indeed, he does, because you don't want to have to invest any extra spells if he gets the value, because that ground expo is going to do nothing to these Super Dragons.
Yeah, and it also need to keep conscious of time as well, because if you're just deploying your queen into a lot of buildings that aren't going to affect a lot, then you need to think about pulling her out there, even if she was saved a little bit early. But he does put the slam. This is very, very interesting. He put the slammer with the Super Dragons, and the Town Hall still stands at the top side of the base there. So he could actually risk a 1-star on this one if he can't keep it under control. And at this point of the war here, where they only need to save 2, it feels very strange and very risky to go in with this kind of an approach.
Well, the Super Dragons did remove that Milem, taking out the bottom side. The final Super Dragon at the bottom does go down, but these Super Dragons are crushing through that Town Hall with a 2-star locked up. That means Clash Champs, no matter what, will be victorious. But you know, they are going for that 3-star. Can he do it with that King ability now being forced? Queen's continuing her way up, does have the Royal Champion, a Skeleton Spell, Freeze, Invis, and an extra Freeze to use to try to make his way through the rest of the space.
On top of that, the Super Dragon is taking the same path as the healers are, but just one step ahead of them. So, you know, you got trap protection right there. Still a little bit of base left here, but he gets the Skeleton Spell down to protect the Royal Champion on her initial approach here to the base there. And he's got a bunch of freezes. He got Super Barbs for days here, and he's pushing hard in the backside of his base.
Wow, look at what Clash Champs are doing here. Seleno looking to deliver, drops the freeze, hits the RC ability, has one more invis to use. That queen ability can help reach over the wall. It's up to the Royal Champion to jump, go for that multi-target Inferno, and Clash Champs get it! They get a perfect war! Unbelievable performance in the upper bracket and advancing one match away from the grand finals.
Absolutely insane here. We still have one more attack here from Sup B.L.T.X, so we get to see what their response is. But it's out of reach here, and Clash Champs has showed domination in this match.
Unbelievable. We saw a perfect war from Tribe earlier. We're seeing another one from Clash Champs. But Clash Champs are in the upper bracket. Tribe Gaming is in the lower bracket. You don't know how these teams are so difficult to face. Doesn't matter what road you're going to take from here on out, it's going to be difficult.
Yeah, very challenging team for any team to be able to go up against there. And I mean, we're looking ahead there to Rapata Gaming to go against Clash Champs. That's going to be a crazy match there, especially after what we've seen. But let's get his final attack here. Let's let Sup B.L.T.X have one more chance before they go to the lower bracket.
Super B.L.T.X are looking to get a 3-star to help with momentum, right? It's a mindset. Even though this is gonna push them to the lower bracket, but if this gets a 2-star, this is gonna be difficult. Knowing that you only put up 12 and you got perfected. But they're looking to put up at least 13 stars here against Clash Champs with this queen to the top side of the base, pushing in towards that mile. The Skeleton Spell providing a perfect distraction to try to help protect her as a wall break opens up the outside wall so the queen can loop her way around and get that value.
Absolutely need that confidence booster, especially when it looks like their next opponent, if my bracket is correct here, Strut looks to be what's ahead for them. So you need to be able to show that you can put up 13 stars there and show Strut exactly what you can do and make sure that you can, it's basically just a chance to intimidate your next opponent, right?
Absolutely, that's what they are 100% looking to do, as we do have an invisibility spell behind the Town Hall, ready for a freeze so that the queen can help secure the Town Hall. There you go, the freeze is down, and the queen can easily secure that Town Hall as the defensive clan Castro goes up, and he activates a tornado trap.
Very nice value right there. The queen can now keep on moving forward there. And even that invisibility tower going off here might even make her go invisible as well. And she's going to go stand inside of it and get the protection herself. And then he'll get his way through that area there without any difficulty. But in the core of the base there, he did get the defensive row champion out of the way there with his king. And that defensive queen still stands, but I think his offensive queen will reach that other queen before the Hogs get there. And he's actually set up very nicely for this one.
Yeah, with Hogs now directly to trying to target the scatter shot. The Eagle artillery shots rain down as a warded ability goes off. But notice his queen is still up to the top side. She's looking to continue her path through, and she's going to lock onto the defensive queen, which is going to really help as he continues this path through the base so the defensive queen doesn't take down his Hogs or Royal Champion.
No rage towers to deal with the backside of the base here, so relatively low damage is what could be out there, but does end up seem to fall short as he makes his way to the scatter shot, and the multi in front of the Hogs have been kind of shut down, and he was delayed down to the king. I don't know what happened there. It was looking really good there. I feel like the Hogs should have been able to pull through there, but clearly the bases from Clash Champs are holding strong. They not only have the perfect war, but they also hold Super B.L.T.X to 12 stars. Dominant on offense and on defense as well.
What an unbelievable performance from Clash Champs, holding Super B.L.T.X to 12 stars, but defensive side is strong. The offensive side, a perfect war for Clash Champs. Unbelievable, as they will be taken on Repotted in the upper brackets. Let's go and hear it for Clash Champs as your winner.
Love to see this team here celebrating. So much energy from this team every single time we see them play. They're definitely one of my favorite teams to watch there just for that reason alone. Just an animated team full of energy. Hype